Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I'm tracking expenses. If you're new here, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you are a returning Legacy Builder and Internet cousin, I appreciate you. I'm going to track expenses. Feel free to track your expenses right along with me. I'm going to start on the 17th of March. So I track from Sunday to Saturday. So the 17th through the 23rd are the dates we're looking at wherever we spent money, and that is the official third week of the month of March. So let me go ahead and take a look at my expense tracker, which is not my expense tracker, my statement, which is right in front of me on my computer. I also will track my no spend days to see where I had any days where there was no charges, because that's encouraging to me. So we stopped last week on the 16th. I had a tip for my Amazon groceries. It was $7. I had used a gift card, well, plenty gift cards that I usually get from like doing surveys, and I scan receipts for Fetch. So whenever I get enough points, I take a gift card from there, and it just accumulated. So I bought groceries from Amazon Fresh, and I paid $7 on my credit card for a tip for the delivery person. That was the last thing. And then on the 17th, I made 3 payments, which I talked about. That was for some charges from last week. So that was done. And then on the 19th, well, nope, let's not skip. So on the 17th, that was a no spend day because I only made payments on that day. So let me get my red pen. And if you're tracking along with me, are you using my budget workbook? Are you using the electronic version or the digital version, or are you using something else? Let me know. So the 17th was a no spend. The 18th was also a no spend because we didn't have any charges on that date. So that's done. On the 19th, I made a large payment of $1,040.45. And we did have one charge on the 19th for MTA. And that was a travel expense. And that was $2.90. That charge will be paid back from transportation if I haven't paid it already. I might have already paid that back. So let me check and see. Yeah, I did. I made it the very next day. So I paid $2.90 back already. Then, oh, my baby's crying. Hold on. Okay, $2. Let me zoom in a little bit. $2.90 was paid back. The 20th, I made a payment of $7. I don't know why. Oh, $7. I paid back for that tip from last week, and I think I used my food fund. I don't remember. Don't remember. I think I did pay it back from our food or groceries category. So thank you to everybody who let me know what they do, because it makes sense. It was for food anyway. Okay, on the 20th, we had a charge post from Lyft, and that charge was for $14. That is a travel expense, again coming from transportation. And I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, I think my husband had to get from work or to work or something. That $14, I paid it back the very next day on the 21st. So that's already taken care of. I'm trying to make sure everything we charge in March is paid off in March. I don't want to carry March expenses into April. Okay, so on the 21st, that's a no spend day because I made 2 payments that day. So 3/21 is a no spend. Oh my gosh, this marker might be bleeding through a little bit, but it's not so bad. I'm using this Sharpie, which you can't see it anymore, it's faded, but the Sharpie fine point marker because I can't find my red pen right now to fill in my no spends. So the 21st was a no spend. The 22nd, the Love Every subscription that we subscribe to for my baby girl. Love Every. Did I spell it right? Love Every Inc. And this is for, I'm going to put baby girl. This is for her educational toy subscription. This is, I was going to write subscription as a category, But we don't have an actual category. Well, we have a school fund. I could pay this back from the school fund. So I think I'm going to do that because it's educational related, even though it's for the baby. She's not in school, obviously. She's only 6 weeks old, but it's still related to education, which would come from school. So I'm going to put this as a school expense, and the charge was $87.10, and I'll need to pay that today. And then, woe is me. On the 22nd, Capital One applied interest charges. And now maybe I was too arrogant to think that the interest wouldn't be that much because I made such huge payments already. But it's still a lot of freaking interest. Sorry, excuse my language. It's a lot of interest. $200.19. Clutch my pearls. So that was it for the statement date ending March 22nd. My statement date is the 20th. I made those large payments before the 20th, but I don't know if they just waited a couple days to post it. Maybe that's why this interest is so stinking high. I don't know. But we're going to annihilate this credit card debt. I can't take it anymore. It's too much for my heart. So on the 22nd, that was the last expense. But on the 23rd, which is, wait a minute, the 23rd is what date? The Saturday. Okay, so on the 23rd, Amazon, there was a $5 charge. And this again is for a tip that I put for a fresh order that I put in. So I just put food/tip so I know I didn't pay for food $5. There's no way I could buy food for all of us for $5, but I paid the tip on my credit card. So that's that, right? Good. Oh, that $5 wasn't paid back yet, but I'm going to pay it right now. I have a bunch of pending transactions. Most of them closed for the kids that I bought. My Amazon subscription was pending, so I'll talk about those next week. But this is where we ended the last week, so I need to pay. I'm not paying this interest right now. That interest will be taken care of once I make this is hard because I didn't want to leave March with these things open, so I just have to find the money to pay this back, exactly this specific expense. But $87.10 from our school fund, I'm going to pay that back right now, and $5 from our food fund. And let's see how much I have in food first. Yeah, $165, and I'm going to pay this $5 from that right now. Or maybe I should pay the 87 first, because that'll give me immediate, it'll post immediately. So I'm going to pay $87.10 right away. And I'm going to use that account. Okay. So I'm doing it on my computer in front of me. $87.10 from the school fund. Thanks for your payment. Your payment is on time and covers the minimum due. Oh, it's less than the required minimum due for April, but that's fine because we're making another payment. We're making a few more payments today and then within this next week, because our final paycheck for April, we're going to pay a larger payment to get rid of some of the charges we had from December. So this $5 is going to come from food. And you can't see my screen because I'm not recording my computer screen, but I'm making the second payment right now from our food fund, which has $165 in it with some pending transfers. So the actual available balance is $165, and I just made the $5 payment. So I made all of the payments back from the last week. Okay, so everything I needed to pay back for today was paid back. I think I just have one unpaid expense from the 15th. That was a travel expense for $105.72. So I'm going to take care of that this week also. because it's the last week of March for me, and I want to make sure these charges are paid back. So from the 17th through the 23rd, we had 3 no spend days. Give it up for that. $14, $290, $87.10, $200.19 in interest, and $5. So, including the interest that they applied to this balance, we have $309.19 charged in the last week. And we've paid back the 5. We paid back $87.10 just now. We already paid the 14 and the $290. So the only thing outstanding are the interest charges. Gosh, I feel like I could cry, because this is like robbery. Oh, credit card debt sucks. Please try to avoid it at all costs. Even if you use your credit card and you have to do some readjusting, I mean, please just try your best. Don't follow this example of using money that you shouldn't have. I mean, I have to be honest with you. We were in a tight spot. We were not expecting another child, but we had to prepare for the child, because there's no way we could bring another person, a human being, into the world and not have things prepared for them. So that's what that's about. I know we could have used more of the emergency fund because we had so much cash stored up, but to me, I was afraid to use the cash and then feel like, what if an emergency happens and then we have to rely on the credit card anyway. It was just an unfortunate set of events, even though they were a blessing, because the baby is a blessing. But try your best with everything you can to fully fund your emergency fund. Have little savings accounts on the side where you have like don't see, don't touch things, so that you can always have enough money to take care when life starts life in you. Okay, because it happens. All right, so that is it for today's video. Really quick and simple, to the point. I'm so excited that we only have the interest to pay, and I'm going to be paying that with this next paycheck for the final paycheck of March for us, the golden paycheck. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next one. Remember to mind your money, you guys. Manage it well and live your lives abundantly. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.